Okay, we work in such a good school system and I work with such good people. This is just a crying shame and I can't believe it happened. And sometimes when you're thinking back, hopefully your memory is accurate and everything, but doing the best I can. I know that I got to this meeting that we were having. I got to the meeting location first. And being the only person in the room, I decided that I would hopefully lighten the mood and welcome everybody by making a pot of coffee. So that's what I did. And as the one by one, I offered them a cup of coffee until Mr. Campbell started the meeting. I think Mrs. Dowse came in late. I'm not sure, but I do know that by that time the coffee was gone, so she didn't get any of the coffee that I had brewed. And I don't know if this is important, but it seems important since we're talking about coffee. But earlier in the year, in a meeting we had, the PTO graciously gave us these wonderful red coffee cups. And I do know that I saw Mr. Campbell and Mrs. Dowse drinking from these cups earlier in the year. Anyway, Mrs. Dowse coming in late and having no coffee. She made her own pot of coffee when she did get there, and this seemed to cause issues with Mrs. Carr. She was a little frustrated and she muttered something under her breath, which I couldn't understand. The meeting didn't go really well, and I'm not really sure, but at the time you got a sense that nobody's really focused and in the moment. They were all a little preoccupied. So when it was over, I left and I walked out with Mrs. Hardings. And Mrs. Hardings, we always get together whenever opportunity presents so we can talk about mad science, prepare, get our individual responsibilities together and materials and things like that. And we always do that. And when we were walking out, I just glanced over and I happened to notice that Mr. Weaver and Mr. Campbell were also talking about something. Okay. So anyway, I went back to my room and I packed up what I needed to take home with me. And on the way out, I ran into Mr. Campbell. And Mr. Campbell's always upbeat and we're always talking and collaborating. He's always got something positive, but something wasn't right. He was obviously a little frustrated, and I apologized because maybe I thought I did something. Maybe I was responsible for the meeting not working out the way we were hoping it worked out, but he didn't say a word. He just looked down and remained silent. Now, on the way out, we looked over and we saw Mr. Cook in the hallway, and he was cleaning up a mess that was there. And I thought, now that's so weird that a teacher would do that, that a teacher would cause that mess and walk away without not doing anything. I thought it was a student for sure. But anyway, that's all I can remember of this day. And I hope it helps. And whoever did this should just come forward and confess.